Welcome, brothers, to our tutorial on how to customize your accounts report. And we'll be doing this using what is referred to in Excel as cell references. As you can see, I've got a blank sheet here, and I'm going to show you in its simplicity how to do a cell reference. As you can see here, I've got a red box, and I'm going to type in part of a sentence, and then I want the next cell to be filled in automatically by the area in the black box. I'm going to put in, you can put in anything. You can put in a word, you can put in a number, and in this case I'm going to use a word. So in the red box I say I want to, and then the black box says smile. So I want that to fill in automatically and change anytime the word in the black box changes. I want it automatically to change in the red box. So to do a cell reference, you simply put the cell where you want to put the inputting number or word. You hit the plus key on the keyboard, on the numeric keyboard, or you could use the equal sign. Then you move over and click on, you can see the marching ants. There you go. And you click on it, you hit enter, and it automatically fills in for you. And it's as simple as that. And anytime the word in the black box changes or the number changes, it will automatically update and change in the red box. So now let's go over to our accounts file, and you can see that I've already completed the account sheet. I've got the correct descriptions and TC codes and the amounts. Let's just scroll down before we start printing forms and changing things, and just verify that everything's correct. We've got the wire to the society, that's correct. And we look down on the accounts sheet reconciliation and the checking account balance. We check that, we make sure that it coincides with our checkbook, and we've done a bank reconciliation, so we know that amount is correct. Then we go down at the bottom and we check in that blue box to cross-check. That's 0, so we know that's good. Let's go down to the S30 tab, click on it, and we can see from the cross-check here in the red that it's blank, and that's good. And here we have the same $2,735.98 that is in our bank reconciliation and checking account on the S26, so that's good. So we're looking at our S30 in the green tab, and it's all good except for one thing. We notice that there's a total from schedule of disbursements for $155, and we would rather, or somebody has told you that they would rather not have the schedule attached to the back of the S30. So what we're going to do is take this information from the schedule and have it populate automatically on our custom-made S30. So one other option you could do also is you could put the description to the right area of that $155 on this green tab S30 if you don't want to customize an entire red tab S30. And this way you could save yourself a little time. But here we could type in what the description is, and basically it's printing of the invitations for an assembly. So that would be the quick and dirty way. Now let's get on to how to do our custom. Here we click on the red tab S30R, and here we see basically the same thing as the last one. We have an amount for the contribution. I've already filled that in. You received the program with that one done for you already. And read this hint. You could see how you would look at the green tab S30, and you can determine, well, what belongs on this form to be correct and to balance. And here we see various items, and so we know that these items have to go on our custom-made S30 in order for it to balance. So let's go back to it and let's populate it. Let's go to the first cell under expenditures, and here we put our cursor, we click on it, description, and then what we do to start the cell reference is you hit the plus key on the number pad on the keyboard, and then you would use the mouse to go over to either the transaction legend, or in this case we're going to go over to the green S30, and we're going to select the description that we want to go in this cell. So we hit the plus key, then we take the mouse and click on the green tab S30. Then we select what we want to copy, see the marching ants, and then we hit the enter key, and there it is. It shows up automatically. Now let's continue with the next item. We don't want to skip any lines on our custom one, so we'll go right underneath, hit the plus key, click on the S30 tab, click on the description we want, and hit enter. And there it shows up. And let's do the same thing for the amount. Click on the plus key, and we'll go over to the S30 green tab, click on the amount of $81.08 and hit enter. One of the nice reasons we're going directly to the green S30 rather than the transaction legend is that these KHAA and the TOAA are not actually listed on the transaction legend. You would have to get those off of the back page of the S26, and it's not quite as convenient unless you really know what you're doing as doing it this way off of the S30. So here now we'll go to get the schedule of disbursements. We don't want that description. We want to actually go to the schedule and select the items that we want to put on our S30. So here we click on office supplies and printing, and that description comes on there. Now let's go back, hit the plus key, go back to the schedule, and click on the amount of $155, and there it shows up. Now in addition to the descriptions on the left, you could put further descriptions on the right hand side by either typing them in longhand, or you can do a plus key, go over and click on the description that you've got and hit enter, and there you've got an additional description. Now let's verify that our custom S30 is correct. You'll notice it has the same red box with the cross check, and it is showing a 0, so that is good. And the balance of $2,735.98, that is also the same as our green tab S30, and we know that is good. So we'll go back, and let's just go look at the bottom. You see all the math is done. Everything on the second page is done for you. Don't forget to type in your name, and everything is complete. So all we have to do now is save the file and then print the forms, and we are finished. Thank you for watching.